Hi there, Rob Green here, and bringing you another update for Tech for Law, as we have done every month now for the last 5 months. And we're here to explain, well, I'm here to explain a little bit more about what's going on in the legal tech job market across Africa. Obviously, those of you who subscribe to Tech for Law know that it's a wonderful place and publication that is really looking at the nexus and the joining of technology and the law and where it's going across the African continent. And I'm here to help you navigate the legal job market. Now, last month, those of you who saw my video would have seen that it was entitled something like "Cut the BS." And what it was about was trying to help those of you who listened who might be looking to get into legal tech as a career to cut through the obvious BS when it comes to job advertisements and companies that claim to be in the technology space, but actually it's really just a fanciful way of marketing their very ordinary jobs. And, I'm sure that's going to upset a few people, but to be honest, I don't care. I'm here to look after you, the talent. And my 21 years of experience in this market knows that some job adverts are designed to just get eyes and candidates. Things like AI, AGI, or artificial intelligence slash law gets a lot of hits these days. So a lot of firms put that in their adverts when actually the job itself and the company don't do anything like that. So hopefully those of you who listen to that found it useful and useful guidance. And please, if you don't, have a look below and search within the Tech for Law site to have a look at it. But we're into October now. We're starting Q4 of what has been a monumental year for technology and in the legal sector. With the advent of AGI and everything that's popping up, all the software and all the providers that are popping up across Africa, especially in Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco, Ghana. Well, there was also the legal tech event in Uganda. Amazing stuff going on, which has been a great year for it. But what is happening in the legal tech space? Well, now most of the law tech jobs that are going to be coming out are going to be in the law firms themselves. Um, the alternative legal service providers, of which there are many in South Africa, are very, very good incorporating technology into their solution, which is great because largely they are efficiency and cost driven. So that is obvious that they would look at incorporating a lot of tech into their solution. Law firms play in a completely different space. They're not offering the same product, but we are seeing law firms more and more uh, if not already incorporating AI and AGI into their solutions, they will be going forward. And we've seen many firms like Sullivan Cromwell and Oryx and a few other firms from the US really taking the lead on this and saying, no, we're going to have AI playing a role with all of our associates. And I know prompt language is now part of many US law firms, candidate attorneys programs, and things like that. So it's really, really taking place and taking shape. Suffice to say that AI is not going to replace the need for a human lawyer anytime soon, but it can make a heck of an improvement in certain and speed of which certain services are delivered. Not all, but certain services. There was a couple of articles that I was looking at. One was on legaltech-talk.com. So that's legaltech-talk.com. And I'm looking at it here where it says AI could definitely play a role in M&A disputes going forward. That is research that came from the Barclay Research Group, saying that roughly around 37% of respondents expect AI to be among the areas within digital assets and services most prone to disputes this year. Obviously, platforms like ChatGPT are already facing a raft of issues, legal issues in terms of the data privacy that they've been and the data that they've been using. And I will post this article about how AI will play a role in M&A deals and disputes going forward. I'll post that below. And then there was an article in Forbes, which I'll also post below, that I read recently, that talked about career diversification within the legal space and how tech and digital transformation is going to play a role in that. Fascinating article, and I will definitely put it below, and I suggest that everybody have a quick read. We're not seeing a huge amount of jobs going forward at the moment. Legal tech service providers and software providers are growing slowly but surely, adding a few people here and there. They're offering competitive salaries. We'll see more and more foreign entrants into the market, as we are doing, not just the likes of Nexor and Luminance, but we will see others as well. We will see the terms AGI and AI banded about by people who are not even sure what they are, but they're trying to convince the people that they use that it's part of their solution. We are going to see more and more lawyers using these types of services, and good, because it's going to help improve. I've always said this. This is your industry. If you're a lawyer watching this, either you're in-house or at an ALS or you're in a law firm, wherever you are, this is your industry. This is up to you to own this technology that comes out and adapt it accordingly to your services and to your clients. It doesn't mean you're going to have to lose jobs, and it doesn't mean you're going to lose fees or have to reduce fees. So it just means your services are going to get much, much better, hopefully. But anyway, look, the market itself, I think 2024 is going to be a huge market for the legal tech space across Africa. I think we're going to see more and more companies like Stintit, which are linked below, Umbi, which is a company we're involved with, just growing exponentially and really, really, really growing and inviting more and more talent into and therefore the salaries will rise, and it will give a nice option for other people looking to get out of traditional law or get out of in-house into something new. The markets are growing. Next year is going to be, here in South Africa, an election year, so we're going to see more and more good news coming out, more expansion, more growth. I know this. I've looked at the financial figures. I've looked at the economic data. I think next year, because it's an election year, is going to be a great year here. It's going to be a good year in Kenya. It's going to be a great year in Nigeria. Other African markets are going to be expanding as well in the legal tech space, legal offering. And it's going to be, it's one to watch out for. But at the moment, we really need to keep an eye on what type of jobs are they out there. Are they really legal tech jobs? What kind of salaries? What kind of future do they have? Where do they fit within the ecosystem of law? And that's still playing out. So if you want to know anything more, let me know. You can email me on rob@thegrmgroup.com. Let me know. Let's get in touch. Let's talk soon. And thanks, and have a great October.